Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All right, folks, this is Steve Phillips. We're back with you, and we have got, believe it or not, Joyce Kennedy right here on the station with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, darling. It's not morning. It's almost 1 o'clock.
There you go. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing real good.
I am, I guess we are a huge fan of yours. My Lord of mercy. I mean, how many times have I listened to Baby Love across the station ringing? Lord of mercy. How have you been, and what have you been into now?
Ooh, Lord, that was a take a breath.
I know it.
Well, I tell you, speaking of Baby Love, I just, at the top of the quarantine and thing, I was in Germany. I had taken this gig to do about 15 dates with Alice Cooper.
Right.
And we were in Germany. We were doing 20,000 seaters.
Wow.
We sold out every night. It was pretty awesome. We weren't the only two. There were a lot of other artists. There were about 5 other artists.
How fun is
and
that?
it was in front. I was singing Baby Love in front of a 40-piece orchestra.
Oh, my word.
And I was in tears almost every night.
I can imagine.
Because I started, we've been doing Baby Love for so many years. I always try to give it a little bit of a bump some kind of way if I can find it. So I had been doing this little interlude of one verse, more of a ballady type thing,
right.
Changing the atmosphere. And most women would have tears in their eyes just like I would, just before we go into the funk part,
Right.
So I was in tears every night when we got to that part because that song has so much. It has a lot of depth. We only deal with the funk part and the rock part, but when you get into the melodies and the chord changes that Wyzard wrote, it does get to your heart if you do it right. So anyway, I was doing that, and then tour was canceled because we had to come home.
Yeah, dang, COVID stuff's got everything messed up.
I know. So I've been in the house since 1st of April, end of April.
Yeah, gosh, but
I haven't been singing, haven't been working. We did one date in Clinton, South Carolina, outside. It was outdoors.
Right.
And everybody was so edgy. We said, "Ooh, let's don't do this again."
I mean, y'all got the coolest sound though. I mean, like "Set Me Free" or "Set You Free," and I mean,
yeah.
Golly, I just one song right after another. I kind of knew somebody that I was friends with. A guy that I think you probably remember, Alex Cooley. Do you remember Alex Cooley?
Oh, are you kidding me? Alex is the reason why we even got anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he believed in us, and he trusted the times and everything, and he used to book us in this club here in Atlanta called the Electric Ballroom.
Oh, wow.
And anybody he brought through there, he would always have us co-star.
Right.
Bad Company, AC/DC, so we played with all of them, Aerosmith.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a beautiful time, and, of course, we were young and full of vigor.
There you go.
Now, was 2020, this was going to be your 50th anniversary tour,
Yeah.
is that correct?
Girl, please, I don't even know. I lose count. I do. I lose count, and I'm glad God lets me forget it. Because, if I start studying on how long, I'll get tired.
Don't get tired.
Don't get tired.
No.
It might be somewhere in the 50s. We started out in, 70s?
Yeah.
Early 70s.
Early
now
70s.
2020s. It's crazy, man. We've lived through a bunch of stuff in this country.
Yeah, we have.
And as people, so we're good. How about you guys? You guys good?
Yeah, we're good. I mean, we just, like everybody else, just wearing a mask and going around washing our hands. I think after the COVID stuff gets all cleared off, we're going to die from something else, Our immune system's going to be down to nothing.
God, I swear, we need to invest in lotion at this point.
I mean,
Yes.
honestly, I had a buddy of mine. He said he washed his hands so many times he could actually see the cheat sheets that he wrote on his hand back when he was in school.
You are a madman. I can tell that already.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, but hey, we're in this together. We'll make it happen.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, yeah. Lord, yeah. I can't wait till y'all get back out because, I mean, there's a couple of shows y'all had, and I was going to try to make it. But I play music, too, and I had something going on and didn't get to. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to just kind of hang tough, We're not pushing it. Dates are coming in, but, we got to see how everything moves forward before we actually say we're going to have to do that. And the thing is that, with all the Zoom stuff and, being able to do record and do film and put it on TV is difficult for us because, we got guys who live in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we got other guys who live in California. So it's been next to crazy to try to get together to get anything done. And then my health got a little bit crazy there for a couple of months. So I just kind of shut down.
Right.
And it wasn't COVID, though. It was just something else.
Right.
And so things have been difficult for us to get anything going, and we don't care. When it's time to get it done, it'll fall into place. That's how we feel about it.
Yeah. Well, have y'all been working on any new material? I mean, here's the only thing about it, with a band like Mother's Finest, when you do a show, everybody wants to hear the old standards,
Yeah, we're trapped.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Right.
I mean, that's okay because HBO just did a show called Lovecraft where they used fire.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they used fire, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. So, I mean, even though, you're not stuck, and that was kind of a negative word to use, we are blessed to have a moment in our career where people latched on to the music, and it created memories that they go back to that make them feel better or feel good about something, as a moment. And we're constantly trying to create new memories for people when they do come, because they do want to hear the old material. But that's a blessing. Not every band gets to have that moment of their music to where people, it creates a moment inside of their spirit to where they can call on it when they need it.
Yeah.
So that's how we look at it. Our audiences have always been those kind of people with hearts that have been open and good and want to have a good time, not create anything negative. Everything has always been positive. So we always, what they say, we're a good time band, I guess.
I guess you could say, but I mean, you got that, you got the funky beat, and it's just, it's rock and roll, and it's just, like I said, when it comes on, the first thing I do, if it comes, I crank that knob up, And,
it was dangerous back there. People be driving on the freeway and they turn that stuff up. They get to rocking too early in the morning, having wrecks and stuff. And then somebody sent us a video where they were teaching their kid how to sing. Give You All the Love, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they had the two kids in the back seat in the child seat, and they were just singing along just fine. Now, how beautiful is that? I mean, it's not like our career gave us millions of sales of records, but we've done something that was, had longevity, had staying power, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get in this business and you don't know what the small print is going to say,
Right.
You just get in there and you give it your best every night, and we still do that. This band, we've changed a couple of members. Of course, now we have a second guitar,
right,
and we have another drummer. BB hasn't been with us for years, but the original band itself, we've always had the concept that every night we went on, we played like it was the last time we could play.
Right.
Wow.
And that kept you going, and, of course, we adjusted ourselves as far as our diets, as far as drugs is concerned. We got to the point where we were so clean, nobody said, y'all can't be a rock band because y'all ain't got no champagne in your dressing room and no
right.
other kind of rock gut stuff, but that was where we got our longevity. We started living clean.
Well, that's the thing about it, and especially in the rock and roll days, man. It's like it was mandatory that you done that kind of stuff,
I know. Drug and rock and roll. But I call it latex and gym shoes. That's what I call it.
There you go. But we've lost a lot of good musicians because of that kind of lifestyle.
I know. Yeah. But luckily we got through it. We got past it. Because I think our responsibility is a little bit different because the band was multiracial.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we played outside of the country a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so we always had the concept that we had a going concept within the band that we would always carry ourselves as, very well contained men and women. representing our country and the music that we did, and also as people.
Right.
So we stayed out of trouble most of the time.
Right.
And
Well,
we
you
tried
can't.
to keep the people that work with us stayed out of trouble too.
Yeah.
So people always wanted us to come back.
That means a lot. Yep.
It sure
meant a lot to
does.
us.
Yep.
Yeah,
That means a lot.
Now,
So
how did
I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
No, I was going to say, how did you've got such an outstanding perspective on everything, and you're truly inspiring. Has that kind of evolved over time, or where do you find your inspiration?
Inspiration has been over time. Things that have happened to us, being together as people, spiritually, mostly spiritual.
Right.
Throughout the years, we kind of digested some concepts spiritually that helped us stay strong. Which is why we ended up getting off the drugs, and we've been vegetarian for over 45 years. And, we try to keep our physical self great. We're total vitamin crazy people.
Right.
So,
Well, that's what it takes. I don't know about the vegetarian part. I'm going to have to draw a line there, man.
well, baby, you haven't been to my house. That's what the problem is.
There you go. We fix supper. I'll come on down. You don't live that far from here.
I bet you don't. You're North Georgia, right?
Yeah, up here in the mountains. You ever come up to Hiawassee that much, or this area?
God dog it in the mountains, too. Boy, I bet it's pretty up there right now.
It is
Yes,
beautiful.
ma'am.
It is beautiful up here right now. Yep.
God dog it. Well, I'm a Mississippi girl, so
Right.
I get it. And my cooking is more Mississippi than it is Georgia.
Okay.
But it's kind of the same, only vegetarian. Now, over the years, I've learned how to, revamp that stuff. My sweet potato pies are legendary.
I can deal with some sweet potato pies now.
We
Are you-
ain't missing nothing. I don't miss nothing. This Thanksgiving is going to be a bummer because, I'm not going to do a lot of cooking.
Yeah, I know it. That's the worst. I love Thanksgiving, Everything except for the cranberry sauce. Do you fix cranberry sauce? I don't even know why they put that on the table.
I don't know. Well, mine is made from scratch. I get the real cranberries and I do it up myself.
There you go.
When I'm home, usually we're on the road.
Yeah.
We don't get a break. So this is the longest I've been home. I'm wondering if any melodies will come out of my voice. It's been stagnant for 8 months. I haven't been singing.
We had Paul Thorne. I don't know if you know Paul Thorne or not, but anyway, I'm a huge fan of Paul Thorne. I was talking to him, and he's like you. He's always out on the road, and he said, I've kind of enjoyed taking the trash out. He said, it's kind of different being home,
I guess. Hey, that brother and I are on the same plane, darling.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I said, well, I was thinking about retiring there for a minute. I was just tired. I just wanted to stop moving.
Yeah.
And then I tried to sit down for about a year. That was like 2016. And then I started having heart palpitations and shit, man. I tell you. I said, this retiring stuff is way not in my plane right now. This is not time for me to do this.
And there you go.
And then when I got here, in this quarantine thing for like 7 to 8 months, I said, I was definitely wrong then. I don't need to retire because laying around doing nothing is just not my personality. I have to do something. Taking out the garbage is one thing. I let Glenn do that.
There you go. Get on him.
You know what I mean? But I can't dust anymore and vacuum anymore and, clean out the refrigerator. It's just all because I'm such a homebody anyway, so everything I do is pretty much implemented in the house.
Yeah.
And outside is hard, doing the yard work. I mean, we could try to keep busy, but it's kind of difficult. You run out of stuff to do.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know. But you guys are lucky. You got your work. You got your radio station. See, as entertainers, we weren't worrying about if we were ever going to get back to do that again. It was crazy there for a minute.
Well, we're going to get you back out there because it's coming. I guarantee you it's coming. So anyway.
Yeah, it's coming. It's here, baby. It's here already. It's already here. It's going to happen, but, for us, it'll be even a little bit longer because, the open air stuff, if we could do that, it's cold now.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it might still for us be when the weather gets warm again, for the indoor things, for anything over 500 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Europe, it's going back up again, so they're shutting down. So we were thinking, maybe we can get to Europe. Now, that don't look like that's going to work either. So I got to let God. I ain't got to let him do it. He going to do it anyway.
He going to do it anyway.
He going to do it anyway. He going to have his way about it. Until it's time, he's going to keep us shut down.
There you go. Well, folks,
we're good with that.
We have been talking to Miss Joyce Kennedy with Mother's Finest, and I would like to personally tell you that we love y'all, the whole band, the music,
We
and
love you too.
God, thank you
Absolutely.
so much for calling and talking to us for this little bit of time. And
problem.
hopefully we'd love to get you back on here another day or two because
That's all right, dude. Anytime, give me a buzz. You know, we quarantine. We ain't got nothing else to do. I love talking to y'all, too.
there you go.
You know, Georgia, everything good happened to Mother's Finest has been in Georgia. So
There you
every
go.
little nick and cranny, we played it, and we'll play it as many times as y'all ask us to do it because we love you back.
We're going to do
Love
it.
you back.
Thank you, girl. Thank you very much.
All right, sweetheart. Y'all
You-
have a good time now.
You
bye-bye.
too. Take care.
Folks, don't forget you can listen online anywhere in the world at WJULradio.com. That is WJULradio.com. Or you can listen live at Lake 97.7 WJUL. And don't forget, we're going to be uploading this to the YouTube channel and our Facebook page. So just go to the Morning Dish. You can listen to the show again and give us a like and give us a share. We appreciate it.